And that's where we're going. The rock, the granite formations here are really exposed as we're late in the season now. Real pretty. You can see the water line on some of the granite that was flooded when Highland Meadow was flooded to Gabot Meadow here actually was flooded to maybe both to create Spicer Meadow Reservoir. Let's put that down there. We're getting to the northeast side of Spicer Reservoir, and as you can see, we've now come down to where we're approaching the edge of the lake, and there's flats down there with ample campgrounds. And as we arc around on the northeast side to the northeast side of the lake, there's a nice little campsites and places you can throw down with beautiful granite and water at the head of the lake. But right now we're still humping it towards Bull Run Trail, which goes up the Pacific Valley and then up to Pacific California Pass, which is just to the west of Ebbets Pass on Highway 4. You see nice big flats down there. And we'll momentarily go up Highland Creek before we turn up Jenkins Canyon. You can see Spicer Reservoir. And we've got a little climb here at the end of the lake before we separate from the Highland Creek Trail. We're looking southeast at the northeast end of Spicer Reservoir, and right there in that channel there is where the Tahoe Yosemite Trail channels through north to south. Now, the Tahoe Yosemite Trail goes right through there, and it cuts up Jenkins Canyon, and it actually cuts through a gap in the mountain way up there. Okay, so the trail goes up behind this arm, and there's a gap in this ridge line that we're going to go through. Okay, it cuts through right over there, and then it curls back around here to the east side, the west side, northwest side of Spicer Reservoir. Okay, now, the way we're coming back from this loop, we're going to go up to St. Mary's Pass, hit Sonora Pass, then come south on the PCT and use Highland Canyon, Highland Creek here to rejoin the TYT right here, where Highland Canyon and Jenkins Canyon join together, and then we'll head back to the car and do our complete loop of the Carson Iceberg. Not complete, but you know, a pretty good loop. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that canyon real articulately for a big loop, as well as being important to keep yourself on the Tahoe Yosemite Trail. How about me? Alright, we've turned a corner now. We're on the north side of Spicer Reservoir, just traversing the northern channels. It's a thin, narrow lake, and well, with its length moving north, roughly north and south, canted kind of northeast. And we're on this very northeastern side now, where we'll cut up Highland Creek to cut up Jenkins Creek. And on the north side here, you've got a ton of campsites, and that's because there's a few trails that come together here. You got the Highland Creek trail coming down from Highland Lakes, which is a PG&E campground you can take a dirt road into, and then you got the Tahoe Yosemite Trail running north and south between Lake Alpine and St. Mary's Pass. And then you've got a Bull Run trail coming down from California Pacific Pass, which is probably 5-7 miles to the west of Ebbets Pass on Highway 4, as I mentioned earlier. So you got 3 different ways to get in here, if not more. But it's real quiet, real beautiful place. Pacific Valley is what it says there. We just came down out of that, and we didn't come from Pacific Valley. We came from Lake Alpine, but hey, what do you do? I did not see the Bull Run trailhead, which Bull Creek. I didn't see it, so I don't know what they did with it. Highland Creek, we're heading up that way. That's the Tahoe Yosemite Trail, and it'll make another turn up here. But we're at the very north side of what do you call it? Looking Spicer Meadow Reservoir. You see campsites here, and there's all sorts of good stuff. And I can hear Highland Creek coming down, towards its rendezvous with the reservoir. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. It says Lake Alpine on Pacific Valley, which is probably true. I guess we must have missed the Bull Creek trailhead that runs up to Pacific Valley, which is what I was mentioning, and I figured we'd get to it before we got here, but it must be further down. That just doesn't look right.